I am today starting the process of terminating the diversity lottery program. I'm going to ask Congress to immediately initiate work to get rid of this program. Diversity and diversity lottery. Diversity lottery sounds nice. It's not nice. It's not good. It's not good. It hasn't been good. We've been against it. So we want to immediately work with Congress on the diversity lottery program, on terminating it, getting rid of it. We want a merit-based program where people come into our country based on merit. And we want to get rid of chain migration. This man that came in, or whatever you want to call him, brought in with him other people. And he was appointed.
Okay, so that was the President of the United States, President Donald J. Trump. And that was the first comment the president gave. It was on November 1st, 2017. It is not the audio or the video he said today. Why am I going to bring this one up? And I'm going to bring this up because we have a recent development about the setting up of the merit-based immigration system, which is going to happen in next week. So I want to make sure that we get the background of how does this happen. So as I said, this was the first comment when there was a deadly truck attack, terrorist attack in Lower Manhattan back in November 2017. And he's calling up the Congress to terminate the visa lottery program because the terror suspect, the one, came to the United States from Uzbekistan through the DV lottery program. So that was the initial 2017 November. And remember, he started the official swearing in January 22nd, if not mistaken, 2017. So this was the first time. And this what is going to happen about the merit-based immigration system, which will have a lot of impact on so many levels, positive to many people and might be negative to other people. So it depends on which kind of area you are. At the end of this video, I'll go to give the areas. I'm going to forecast how will that be playing, whether the lottery will be there, and if will be there, what will be the nature of the lottery system, or will that be going to be ending? Because I've already made some videos talking about the future of the DV lottery. How will that play around? So welcome everyone. This is Ernest Boniface Makulilo EBM, the founder and the CEO of the EBM Scholars, talking to you from my home office in Belton, Missouri, United States of America. But before I continue, I would like to ask you one big favor. Just go and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Click the like button of every video I'm showing. Make a comment if you have any question. But remember to share these videos to other people or to your social network. Whether it applies to you or doesn't apply to you, it will be better to share so that others can be able to benefit from all the information I've been able to share from others. Okay, so let's dig in and continue. As I mentioned, that was November 1st, 2017, following the terror attack in Lower Manhattan, and is calling for Congress to terminate the diversity visa lottery program. Number one, we have to understand, I've been saying over and over, even the president knows that, and that's why he's calling the Congress. The diversity visa lottery program was established by the Congress. So for that case, Congress will be the one to go to end this particular program. Out of that, there are so many complicated processes to go through. But Donald J. Trump, the president, is not the first one to find different ways on how we can have what we call a merit-based immigration system. So in order to do that, I will go and read what President Obama said while he was a president, and something which I agree with, and is something which also President Donald J. Trump is talking about, and which I agree with. So I both agree with Barack Obama and Donald J. Trump on this particular of merit-based immigration system. So President Obama said, The United States continues to attract the brightest and the best from all over the world to study in our schools. We are talking about international students. Yet, after graduation, we are essentially telling these graduates to get out and take their talents elsewhere, which is only going to backfire our country in the long run. Not only do foreign students bring skills and innovation to the workplace, but they infuse our economy in other ways by being purchasers of food, housing, merchandise, and entertainments. In 2013, foreign students contributed approximately 27 billion to the US economy. Our government needs to do more to retain this pool of resources, and at the very least should move forward quickly on the regulatory proposal laid out in the presidential executive actions. What does that mean? I remember while this one was coming up at that time, I was so much also interested about this one because, which makes sense, why are we going to bring someone, and especially most of the international students are getting scholarships? Yes, there are some, they are coming here, they are paying school fees on their own, but there are also, majority of them, they get scholarship. Myself, I was given more than $100,000 to study in America. So why you invest in me, I come with my skills, I get this education, and you tell someone, get out of the country to other countries, and you are going to bring other people through lottery system, even someone who has primary education, doesn't have even a secondary, or someone who has just junior high school, just with the 2 years of work experience can come to America. Why can't we retain these people who have bachelor, master's, PhD in America to continue to stay here, give them green card, then they can continue with the economy? So that is the position of President Obama when he made that comment back in the time. And the same way, that is what President Donald Trump is talking about to bring the merit-based immigration system. In this video, I know we might have different opinion on so many levels, but forget about bringing just when we are talking about these things, like, okay, this is racist, this is not racist. I'm not into that kind of discussion. I'm in the discussion talking as American, or what America as a country needs to do to benefit the country of America. The same merit-based immigration system is used in Canada. So it's not something new for other countries. Again, United States is the only country with the lottery system, which is randomly, even if you have never been to school, as long as you have 2 years worth of work experience, you can come here. But at the same time, they have H1 visa, professional working visa, to bring experts from other countries. And the majority of people are coming from India. We know that. They are very, very smart. They have advanced degrees. And there are some people from other countries, medical professionals. They come here, and it is a very long way. So I'm going to answer or explain all those kind of things. And in the below, I'll go to put the link, which I was talking also, the feature of green card, before all this kind of merit-based immigration system came into existence. So let me go directly to what I was talking. So last week, something happened. So last week, if I can be able to explain in detail, it was about almost like 6 days ago, 7 days ago, President Trump made a comment about the future of the immigration. And this also is following the Dreamers, you know about the DACA members, the family members who came in the United States illegally, arrived here, but at the time they arrived here, they were children. So this kind of new immigration system is going to be immigration based on merit, and for that case, it needs to be addressed and to show which is going to include what items are not going to be included in this one. So I'm starting with a few items which I'm going to explain. Number one, we are starting with the, it was July 10th, if we want to go specific. It was on July 10 when the president talked about the immigration system to be is planned to sign the executive order. He said the following. The U.S. President Donald J. Trump's planned executive order on immigration will not include amnesty for immigrants who are in the United States illegally but arrived in the country as children, basically as DACA program. This does not include amnesty, White House correspondent Jude Dewey said in the statement after Trump said in a television interview his planned order will include a road to citizenship for such immigrants known as dreamers. So in this, one of the people will be positively affected are people under DACA. For those who do not know, DACA refers to Deferred Action for Childhood Arrivals. DACA is the program that protects hundreds of thousands of such immigrants from deportation who came here and while they are very, very children, very, very little kids, they do not know even their countries. So with this kind of new plan, number one is going to affect DACA, obviously will affect also the DV lottery. So let's talk about the DACA. And he's saying, President Trump says, I'm going to do a bigger executive order. I'm going to make DACA a part of it, Trump said. We are going to have a road to citizenship. So the people under DACA, they are going to receive citizenship. I do not know, they haven't clarified how the process has been. And the DACA program was created in the year 2012 by President Barack Obama back in the time. So this one is going to include citizenship along with stronger border controls, border security, and the permanent merit-based reforms, but not amnesty. So with that way, so we have seen, number one, who is going to be positively affected or is going to benefit a lot with this immigration reform, which is going to have what we call the road to citizenship will be people under DACA. Those one will be able to get that one. So that's number one. Number two is coming to that merit-based. Under the merit-based, this is what I've been explaining in the future of the DV lottery. I was predicting once they started about the suspending the, once there was suspension of the immigration until December 31st, I came with a video explaining with the unemployment, with the highest number of unemployment rate now in the United States. We are talking, when the presidential proclamation came, at that time, there was a very big number of people who were highly affected. Starting with April 2nd, on the first proclamation, there were over 22 million people who were affected. Then it came. Then there was a presidential proclamation, which happened in again it was 2 months later, on June 22nd, on the presidential proclamation. At that time, June 22nd, the unemployment went almost nearby 35 million people. So with that, they are planning different ways on how the U.S. government can protect the labor market here for people in America. So the unemployment is going up, but how can we be able to protect it? So the first time they put the suspension of 60 days to make sure that people get the job, but later they had to extend it until the end of December. So this will be some sort of extension of that kind of executive order or some sort of modifying. And they made sure that if they are going to look at, if they are looking at ways on how they can have people here, would be better to have people who have certain type of skill set to make sure that they are going to benefit America. I know when the DV lottery started back in the day, it was more about representation of many countries around here in America. And once one country reaches a certain number of more immigrants in America, that country is removed from participating in the diversity visa lottery. For instance, Nigeria is one among the countries in Africa, but Canada, England, China, and other countries, they also have more bigger number of representation here in America. So for that case, they don't need to continue to be part of the diversity visa program. So with this one, obviously the diversity visa program is going to be highly negatively affected. They haven't said at the moment, but next week we might see, very soon we are going to see the new executive order, and that executive order will go to detail every single part. But I can be able to predict what will happen. Will be two things. Number one will be modification about the diversity visa lottery program, and that will be, instead of saying you must have minimum of high school or 2 years of work experience, they might say minimum maybe will be bachelor degree or master's degree. That will be number one. Or there will be a lottery system for only people with a bachelor, master's, and a PhD who are already in the United States. Just like how President Obama was saying, we are already bringing people here. We give them scholarships and everywhere. Why can't we give access to these people to get a green card? And there was it was in the year 2011, there was petitioning. There was a petition to White House, which is said as following. They quoted Obama's words and they added some sort of different ways to get signatures and to get petition. And it said as follows: foreign graduates with advanced degrees, masters and PhD should get green cards. They promote innovation and job creation. That was part of the Obama's words. So what they said was, foreign graduates with advanced U.S. degrees, masters and PhD should get green cards automatically. These bright and highly skilled graduates workers provide breakthroughs and innovation, resulting into startups, companies, business, and tremendous job creation within US across many industries. If they go back due to the lack of green card availability, either by backlog or due to visa numbers or whatever reason, they will create same innovation in their countries and beat United States. Also, US companies might send jobs to the countries where the talent goes. Unemployment rate at that time, whatever. So this is what they are going to talk. So economical, this one in economy will get major boost because of these bright master's degrees and the PhD holders if they stay in the United States via a quick registration or reform of providing them with immediate green cards. So this is the movement has been going on for a long time. During the time of Obama administration, and Obama himself said, let's find a way on how we can retain these people, not bring them here and tell them get out of our country while they have education from the universities, Harvard, all these bright universities, and then they go back to do the innovation in their countries, and they are going to provide a very tough competition. So with that way, so we see why we need to change the diversity visa lottery program. I'm not saying this one because I'm already a US citizen, so I don't want other people to get a green card. No. Among the people who are supporting a lot of immigrants and helping them every single day of my life, I'm one among the people. But truthfully to be told, because no country in the world has a green card lottery system. And each country in the world wants to have the best people. That's why I gave the example of Canada. Canada is the country which has some sort of merit based on how people can be able to be given green card. So I'm going to read on one website from India Times, which is a newspaper, which they wrote the following things. What will the new system look like? The new system, which is the green card or immigration-based, merit-based. The details of the proposal, developed by the Trump senior advisor, Jared Kushner, sketchy but seeks to move the United States away from predominantly family-based system and toward one that favors applicants with desirable labor market attributes to be selected using point system. The proposal is believed to be in line with the point-based immigration system adopted by several high-income countries such as Canada. It will include immigrants who possess extraordinary talent, professionals and those in specialized vocations, and those with exceptional academic achievements. The new proposed system will eliminate most of the family-sponsored immigrant visas. Only spouses and children of the U.S. citizens and permanent immigrants or permanent green card, whatever, permanent resident, will be eligible for immigrant visas. That means just immediate family members, not like, okay, you bring even the siblings. No. In the financial year 2017, 66% of the new legal residents gained that status through family sponsorship, 12% through employment-based category, 16% received humanitarian visas, and 5% gained through diversity visa category. The new proposed plan by Trump plans to drastically reduce the number of visas in the family-sponsored category. Over 57% of the immigrants would gain status through economic stream. You see, now there is a change. Remember, it used to be economic stream, that means employment-based was 12%. They want that one to go to 57%. And then 33% to be through family-based, and 10% to be at least humanitarian, and the diversity visa program will be eliminated in the new plan. That is obviously will be eliminated. So the first part I said, who is going to be positively benefiting from this proposal? I said the DACA family, those under DACA will be the one going to benefit from this one. So the deferred action for childhood arrivals, the program which protecting the thousands of immigrants who came here as children from deportation, now will be given citizenship. That is number one. And then those who are with masters, bachelor, masters, and PhD here in America will go to benefit a lot. And even those who are outside in other countries with these kind of advanced degrees will be getting a certain way on how they can apply and come to America, just like how Canada is doing. So that one will be another way on how this one is going to benefit many people. Will be those with the certain level of degrees. So this executive order is going to be expected to be signed very soon. So we do not know when will this going to be affected, or is going to be signed. But probably within the next 5 to 10 days max, it will be able to sign that one. So we do not know when exactly, but it's going to take out very, very soon. And according to the president, he said they are working on the very big merit-based immigration system, which many people will be happy with it. So we do not know the details, but I will make another video to go into these kind of details to explain how many people are going to benefit from this one. Is going to pledge soon to sign a very strong merit-based immigration act that will also take care of the immigrants brought to the country legally, the DACA, but also to make sure that there is what we call the merit-based system. And many people, according to him, will be very, very happy with this new proposal. And basically, this proposal, we believe because some of these have already been talked by Democrats and Republicans supported some of these one. We hope it will be something contributed by both Republican and Democrats and benefiting many people. So we are looking forward to see these kind of details. But overall, the green card lottery, as I've been saying over and over, even if it's not Trump or not Obama, if I were the US president, definitely I will look over and modify the requirements for the DV lottery system, because if you are the president of the country, your job is to protect your country. Your job is to make sure that you create a job market. Your job is to make sure that your country develops. So if that is the main priority, once you bring immigrants, yes, we bring immigrants, but with the potential to support or to make sure that the country is going to develop. So that's why Canada is going to advance very, very fast, because of the immigration system they chose to make a merit-based. So many people with a master's, a PhD, they can relocate to Canada, but not in the US because of that situation. So this one is going to provide many people with degrees. Yes, there is EB visa, there is EB program which gives a green card, but it's not a guarantee. It's a certain long process. It's not a guarantee like when you are going to, it's not a guarantee to get green card directly. Is a very long process to get green card. We call it extraordinary ability with the EB visa. So people will be able, EB1 visa, people will be getting those kind of employment-based immigration preference, first preference. So is EB1. So now this one, it will be kind of that. It will be many people, not just like with degrees, with the kind of jobs. These people who are already here, they will be given higher priority because they already have cultural experience. Maybe they've been here for 2 years or 4 years or 6 years with their master's or PhD studies, and they have already worked here. So the likeliness of these people to go on public charge, depending on the benefits from the government, will be smaller than a brand new immigrant with a high school education. So that's the reason why there are all these kind of changes. But at the moment, we see the future of the green card lottery is going to be over or modified to make sure that they're going to reflect those kind of changes. So that is what I want to share with you about the future of the DV lottery. So obviously it's going to be cancelled or modified to that particular situation. So those with the degrees, they're going to benefit a lot. That's why I always been talking to people, different ways to come here. But number one of the ways I emphasize to many people is about scholarships, to find a way on how you can be able to come to America to do masters and PhD. There are so many scholarships. Almost every university is giving scholarships for international students. The only way to do is follow the procedures. If you have you are looking for bachelor degree, there are very limited, very, very small number of scholarships for international students for bachelor's degree. I usually advise people, do bachelor degree in your own country and find a way to do masters and PhD in America or Europe. There are so many scholarships for advanced degrees rather than bachelor's degrees. So if you are still at the university or you're in high school, number one goal for you, I advise you, make sure that you get high good scores, high good results, and go do bachelor degree in your country. And if you are currently a bachelor degree undergraduate student, make sure that you study as if the village in your country has sent you to go and study hard. Make sure that you get good grades, good GPA, and follow the procedures on how you can be able to get scholarships. If you come to my YouTube channel, you can see on the playlist, or you can see there is scholarships in Europe, scholarship in America. You can be able to get all these scholarships for you, and you can be able to benefit. So let me end up here, but I wish all the best everyone. Even if this one is going to be cancelled, don't lose hope. You can find different ways on how you can reach your dreams and reach your objectives in life beyond coming to America. But even if you come to America, there are so many other ways. You come here, you make sure that you are becoming a very contributive person in this country and your country of origin too. So thank you everyone for your continued support of my YouTube channel. Remember to subscribe in case you haven't done so. This is Ernest Boniface Makulilo, EBM out. Goodbye.